Hi everyone, welcome to Elementary Math with Mr. Scott. Today we're going to be tackling two-digit by two-digit multiplication. And this tends to throw fourth graders and older for a loop a little bit. And so today we're going to just kind of break it down and make it easier for them to hopefully understand and be able to do. So again, our goal here is to get you or your child more confident in doing math. So let's go ahead and get started. Again, I'm going to be showing the two different methods here, the distributive method and the standard algorithm method, which is, how most of us adults were brought up being taught. So we're going to go the two different ways. Again, the standard algorithm method is one that we should know how to do as parents, so we can help our child with that one. But I'm going to go through that one as well. So our numbers here are 34 times 56. So again, we're going to come over here, and the distributive method, just a quick review, is we take numbers, we break them apart to their expanded form. We multiply the parts, and then we add them all back together at the end. It's a little longer, but it's a little more easier to understand. So again, we take the 4, okay, so let's go ahead and put our 4 up here, and because it's in the ones place, and then we have the 3, which is in the tens place, so that is 30, okay, and down here we have 56, so again we have the ones place is the 6, and the 50 goes here. Now, one of the questions the kids tend to ask is, Mr. P, what happens if I put these vice versa, mix them up and put the 34 on the edge and the 56? It doesn't matter. You're going to probably get different numbers in the boxes potentially, but ultimately your numbers should be the same. Now, I can't put the 3 with the 6 and the 5 with the 4, okay? But we do need to do it this way. So we always like to start with the easiest one. 6 times 4, and we're going to put in that box is 24, okay? And then I'm going to go ahead and do this bottom box here. 6 times 3 is 18 plus 1 0. Again, I always want to teach the kids to just do it that way. It's faster, it's quicker. When you're on the state test, at least in my state, you have literally 2 minutes for every question. So the faster that you can come up with multiplication things in your head by multiplying by zeros, just adding a zero, the faster you can do this stuff, the more time you'll have to answer your questions. So then we got the 5 times 4, and we talked about this one in the other video. This is the one that kind of throws kids, because they'll say, well, 5 times 4 is 20. Oh, there's my 0. I already got a 0 there. No. That 0 is part of your basic fact answer. You still have to add that 0 in. So be careful on that, because that's where kids will make a mistake. 3 times 5 is 15, and then of course we have 2 zeros. So we're going to put that there like that. Now we got to come over here and we add them up. And again, I always like the kids to make sure that they are putting them in order from largest to smallest. I have found that they make fewer errors when they do that. When you let them just kind of mix them up, they kind of get them the wrong one. If they go from largest to smallest, they tend to do a lot better of not making mistakes. So, and that's what we're all about here. We're all about making sure that we don't make silly, dumb errors, okay? So now all we have to do is get our addition symbol in there, and we're good to go. All right, 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 4 is 4. 8 plus 2 is 10. Okay, and I got to carry my 1. Again, dot counting, love doing it. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Gives me a 9. And then 1 plus nothing is 1. Okay, so that is the distributive method. Again, we took the numbers, we broke them apart using expanded form. We multiplied the parts, then we added all those totals together to get our total down here for 1,904. Now let's go over here and go ahead and do this. 6 times 4 is 24. So again, I ignore the 5. Okay, so what we do is we ignore this. This 5 doesn't exist. I'm multiplying just like I would the 4 and the 6, and then the 6 and the 3. And I put my 2 up here because 6 times 4 is 24. 6 times 3 is 18, 19, 20. So now I have the top row. So my top row here should be 20. Now I'm done with this 2, and I'm done with this 6 because I've used them. Okay, now I have a 5, but this isn't really a 5. It's, what place is it in? It's in the tens place. So it's really a what? Well, it's really a 50. So that's why I have to put a 0 down here, is because this is a 50, and I have to account for that 0 where the 6 is. Does that make sense? So I put my 0 down. That's the number one mistake fourth graders make, is that they don't do that, and fifth graders. And then we move on. 5 times 4 is 20, so I put another 0 down, and I got to carry my 2 up here above it again. 5 times 3 is 15, 16, 17. Okay, so I put my 17 down. There's no more numbers, so I just go ahead and I'm going to add this group. 4 plus 0 is 4. 0 plus 0 is 0. 7 plus 2 is 9. And 1 plus nothing is 1. So again, we can see here that our answers match. I'm using the distributive method, where we break it apart, we multiply the parts, then add it all back together, or we use the standard algorithm method here. Either way works. Standard algorithm tends to be just a little quicker, faster, less writing, less space to take up, but ultimately it's about getting the right answer. So whichever way works, that is great. You will see some of this distributive method on the state tests. So it's something where you can't completely neglect. You got to kind of understand it, know what it is, so that you're ready for those tests. All right? You guys have a great day. And remember, math can be fun.